All right, so we've been covering a lot on this channel Trump's war with various universities around the country that he perceives as not taking ample action against anti-Semitism, even though, like, it's what he's asking for is crazy. Let's just be clear. So, Columbia University, as a result of that war, Columbia University cuts 180 staffers funded by federal grants revoked by Trump administration. What was surprising to me about this is I was under the assumption that Columbia University was out of the water. I thought they had pretty much complied with all of the Trump administration's ridiculous demands. It'll lay out some of them here. So it seems like they're still being cut off from a lot of federal funding. So that's great. And now you have 180 people that lost their jobs. Has anything good come out of this administration yet? Because, like, it seems like nothing but pain and misery that, like, Republicans and MAGA adjacent people seem to just cheer on. Like, they're not cheering on policies because they're helping people. They're cheering on policies because they're actively hurting people. You have dozens of thousands of people losing their jobs, whether they're federal workers, state workers, university staffers, like, and we're cheering them on. Like, we're cheering it on. These are people who just got their livelihoods taken away from them in the blink of an eye. Like, and this isn't even mentioning tariff-related layoffs, and we're just getting started with that. And of course, ripping families apart with their mass deportations, their nonstop legislative attacks and legislation and attacks against the LGBTQ community, mainly trans, like breaking every global alliance that we've ever had. Like, what good is coming out of anything? Like, slashing so many government programs that were objectively good. Like, just give us healthcare, dude. Like, give us a living minimum wage. If you're going to take fucking authoritarian control of the U.S., at least do something good with it. Like, force healthcare upon us. Force a living wage upon us. Force a complete infrastructure reform upon us. Build high-speed rail. Like, give us free college. Like, end homelessness. Do something good. Like, I'm losing my mind here. I'm tired of reading about bad. Do something good, please. So the administration cut $400 million in federal funding from Colombia in March, accusing it of inaction of the face of persistent harassment of Jewish students. It then issued a list of demands to the university, which it mostly acceded to start negotiations on restoring the funding. The demands included banning students from wearing masks at protests, hiring campus security officers who can arrest students, and appointing a new senior vice provost to oversee the Department of Middle East, South Asian, and African Studies. Does this not ring alarm bells to you? Like, everyone was freaking out about Biden's perceived overreach on DEI programs that was meant to protect, like, systemic or address systemic racism in this country, and a whole host of other things. Like, and he didn't go near as far as any of this. He didn't cut off funding from any agencies or universities for not complying with DEI. Sure, if you complied with DEI, you got additional grants and subsidies, but did your baseline funding get cut off? No, of course not. And then we're doing this to only protect Jewish students. I'm not saying there isn't rising anti-Semitism, but you can't address anti-Semitism in this sort of way that breaches so many protections. A lot of them doing with deporting people on student visas for just using their free speech rights. Yeah, whatever. That's not the main point. Let's just stick to the staffing cuts. The demands include banning students from wearing masks. Oh, I already read that. The move to cut 180 staffers was announced on Tuesday. A letter from top Columbia officials, including acting president Claire Shipman and provost Angela Alinto. In the letter, the officials said the university is engaged in a two-pronged effort related to grants terminated by the federal government, which includes restoring partnerships with government agencies and adjusting or reducing spending in the meantime. Columbia's leadership continues discussions with the federal government in support of resuming activity on these research awards and additional other awards that have remained active but unpaid. The letter read, "We are working on and planning for every eventuality, but the strain in the meantime financially and on our research mission is intense." Leadership of Columbia University, sincerely, fuck you, all right? See what happens when you try to bend the knee to Trump? You give him an inch and he takes like 10 miles, 100 miles. You see how well that's working out for you? Maybe you should take a page from Harvard's book. Don't pretend you're not necessarily a poor university. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, not that I'm happy that people are getting laid off because that's monstrous, but like, it is nice to see Colombia just fucking stumbling and falling and face planting, giving the Trump administration everything they want and still getting screwed. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, this is what you get. This is what you get. Maybe you should take a page from Harvard and all those universities' books. Feckless. University officials said that the result in the financial... Wait. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't read that. University officials said that as a result of the financial strain, 180 staff members who have been working in whole or in part on impacted federal grants received notices of terminations or non-renewal on Tuesday. According to officials, they represent 20% of the staff funded by grants of the Trump administration. Also, due to financial strain, some schools and departments will wind down activity, and research infrastructure will be running later footprints, according to the officials. We do not make these decisions lightly, the top official said. We are deeply committed at Columbia to the critical work of invention, innovation, and discovery. Last week, hundreds of Columbia University students, faculty, and staff and alumni launched a 25-hour speak out to criticize school leaders for bowing to the Trump administration's demands after it pulled the millions in federal funding. Students David Gergis, I don't know if I'm saying that right, who was at the rally, called the administration cuts an all-out attack on science and academic freedom. We are pioneers in biomedical research, legal research, and environmental science research, and all of that got cut simply because the Trump administration had a vendetta against universities. Columbia will continue to make prudent budget decisions, even in areas not impacted by federal funded research, to ensure the university's long-term financial stability, the official said in a letter. This includes setting parameters across the university to ensure most salaries will not increase for the next fiscal year, programs to continue streamlining the university's workforce through attrition, and launching a voluntary retirement incentive program. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. Holy crap. Trump should just shut down this university. I said it. Trump, you know that's something good I talked about? Just shut this fucking university down. Like, cowards, man. Cowards. In the coming weeks and months, we will need to continue to take actions to preserve our financial flexibility and allow us to invest in areas that drive us forward, officials said. This is deeply challenging time across all higher education. We are attempting to navigate through tremendous ambiguity with precision, which will be imperfect at times. The White House did not immediately respond to requests for comment. So, yeah, your leadership is cowards. My heart goes out to all the staff affected, all the students who have to deal with this, because especially the pro-Palestinian students, because like this college is just bending the knee to the Trump administration to just trample on free speech rights. You think that if there was some pro-Israel protest, even if like it got violent or some shit, you think the police would be arresting pro-Israel students? Fuck no. Especially with the appointment of like that overseer of like Middle East studies or whatever. Like, this is just clearly targeted at anything pro-Palestinian, which, if you didn't know, Israel is committing a genocide in Palestine, in Gaza. And they're doing that with our tax dollars. So that's fun. And you have pussy ass fucking colleges like this bending the knee. But it seems like, in good news, Harvard and a lot of other universities are continuing to fight back. Anywho, I think that's all I have. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.